Up guys, so today we'll be discussing about Meghalaya in the month of February 2025, what you should be expecting in terms of weather, road condition, things you need to pack, what are the places that you should be visiting, and overall what kind of a budget you need to be having when you're traveling to Meghalaya in the month of February. It's important to note that February is also a winter month in Meghalaya, so it's going to be pretty cold. It's not going to be as cold as what it is in the month of December and January, but it is going to be cold after sunset. So when you're traveling to Meghalaya, make sure that you have a good amount of woolen wear for the evenings. In the daytime, you can carry your light cotton clothes, which because the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between 15 degrees to 22 degrees, while the night temperature will be from anywhere between 5 to 15 degrees. So this is what you can expect in Meghalaya. The temperature entirely depends on where you are. Places like Dauki, which are along the plains close to Bangladesh, it will be much warmer, while in places like Shillong and Cherrapunji, which is more considered more of a hill station, it will be much more cooler compared to the other regions. It can rain, but very limited, so do not worry about the rain. It's not going to hinder your travel. If it does rain a little bit, be happy, because that will make the weather even more pleasant. Now, when it comes to the places that you should be visiting, definitely Shillong for a couple of nights. Shillong has plenty of things that can be done around Shillong. It has a great vibe, plenty of cafes and restaurants, an excellent shopping street. Just make sure that when you're in Shillong, you're opting for homestays, because they are the best way to experience the entire region of Meghalaya, and moreover Shillong, because the accommodation in Shillong is really costly since it's the capital of Meghalaya. Homestays will give you a better experience in your entire journey. Now, when it comes to Shillong, you should be visiting Wards Lake, Shillong Peak, and Elephant Falls without a doubt. Also, make sure that you explore Police Bazaar completely, because Police Bazaar is where all the things are happening. The vibe of the entire place is at Police Bazaar for Shillong in the evenings. That's where you'll find most of the street food, that's where you'll find most of the cafes and the shopping. Now, when it comes to what you should be doing in Cherrapunji, make sure that you're staying at least a couple of nights in Cherrapunji. The waterfalls will not be really active in Cherrapunji in the month of February, but here and there you can find them with a little bit of water, but it's not going to give you the kind of kick that you're expecting it to be giving you during the monsoon or just after the monsoon. But it's definitely a very good time to be visiting. Mausmai Caves is a must visit when you're in Cherrapunji. If you're someone who really likes experiencing nature and you are okay with hiking and trekking, then a trek to double-decker route bridge in Nongriat is a must-do. Remember, it's 3,000 steps one way to reach the double-decker route bridge, and if you still have the energy and the zeal, you can continue hiking along from double-decker and go all the way to Rainbow Waterfalls, where you will definitely find water and a small pond where you can swim in. If you're considering doing the Rainbow Falls and double decker in a single day, then you need to leave early in the morning. You need to start the hike downhill from the village of Tairan as early as, I would say, 8 a.m. Anything later than that and you're leaving it to chance, because sunset in this region is early. So you do not want to be walking and hiking back up and climbing the steps after dark. It's not that it's not safe, it's just that you're going to get frustrated walking in the dark. So make sure that you time yourself and you leave early so that you have enough of time to go to double decker, chill over there, then go to Rainbow Waterfalls, have the fun that you want, and then return back to the parking lot. Along with this, the places that you should be visiting is Dauki. Keep in mind that Dauki is a pristine, colorless green water river which flows. It's the Umnot River. Camping at Dauki is a must-do activity. Make sure that when you're camping over there, you do not have high expectations, because these campsites provide you with very basic in terms of accommodation, with just simple Quechua tents and a Indian washroom. You will not get any kind of luxury over there other than just a campsite setup. Food is provided by the campsite owners over there, which you will need to order based on what your requirement is, whether you're veg or non-veg. Now, when it comes to the other places that you should be visiting in Meghalaya, if you're someone who really likes and is interested in waterfalls, then you should head out to Jawai, because that's where you'll find Krangsuri and Fifi waterfalls. Both of these waterfalls even will be active, but not at their splendor that what you would expect in the monsoon. But they're definitely waterfalls which are worth visiting. Krangsuri is one waterfall which you will really like and have a good vibe over there, because it's a very beautiful place to be visiting. Now keep in mind, when you're traveling to Meghalaya, every place that you stop at has an entry fee, and this entry fee will range from anywhere between 10 rupees to 50 rupees to even 80 rupees, depending on the maintenance charge that you have. Some places like, I would say, Mauling Nong, the Asia's cleanest village, has roughly an entry fee of 50 to 100 rupees. Even the vehicles have a parking charge. So when you're planning on going to Meghalaya, make sure that you have a lot of change so that you can pay for this in cash. Now, when it comes to what you should be packing, my personal recommendation is most probably people end up planning for a trip which is 5 to 7 days, maximum 8 days to Meghalaya. And on such a short 1 week trip to Meghalaya, you need a couple of t-shirts, you need a couple of cargo pants or jeans. The most important thing that you need when you're traveling to Meghalaya in February is a good pair of shoes, because that's the most important thing that you need when you're going around, because everything in Meghalaya includes a lot of walking. Whether you like walking or you don't like walking, you will have to walk if you are really interested in exploring the place properly. So for that, you need a very good pair of shoes. Good running shoes which can be used with a good grip is what is advisable when you're traveling to Meghalaya. Along with this, you definitely need to be having your sunglasses, because it will get pretty sunny during the afternoons and in the daytime. So that you avoid getting burnt out, carry a cap, carry your water bottle. Always carry a reusable water bottle so you're not adding to the plastic waste in the state. Keep in mind that Meghalaya has plenty of fruits which are sold and grown locally. So if you're someone who is into eating fruits, you can buy plenty of fruits which are grown over there. You'll get oranges, you'll get strawberries, mulberries, and all of these in the month of February. Just make sure that you have loose cash with you so that you can buy them along the way. Not many of these vendors will have online GPay or UPI payments. Even though UPI and Google Pay is easily acceptable in most other places, but it's the street vendors who do not really have them yet. Network is very good, excellent 4G and 5G network by Jio, BSNL and Airtel. Vodafone is a bit scratchy here and there, but the other three networks work very well in Meghalaya. Now, when it comes to budgeting, Meghalaya isn't one of the most affordable places to be traveling. If you're planning on going solo, remember you'll have to hire the entire vehicle or hire a bike, because it's not possible to use public transport to get around Meghalaya, since public transport is pretty much redundant in this entire region. You will have to hire a vehicle. Alto will cost you anywhere between 3 to 3,500 rupees per day, depending on the places you want to visit. If you want to just hire it for the day and visit Dauki, it might cost you to 3,500 to 4,000. While a larger vehicle, an SUV which can fit around 6 to 8 people, will cost you anywhere between 5 to 6,000, depending on the rush and the deal that you can crack. Accommodation in Meghalaya, if you're opting for homestays, will cost you anywhere between 2,000 to 4,000, depending on the amenities that are there in the homestay, while a hotel would definitely cost you a little bit more. Food is the most affordable thing when you're traveling around Meghalaya. You'll get thalis, that is veg, egg, fish, chicken, pork thalis for anywhere between 100 to 300 or 350, depending on what you want, with veg being the cheapest at between 100 to 150. When you're traveling to Meghalaya as a vegetarian, keep in mind that every place you travel to, you will get veg options. Maybe not as much as what you were expecting, but you will definitely get veg food. Even if you go to remote places like Cherrapunji and Dauki, veg is possible, but just that you'll have to make do with a veg thali and a Maggi, because that's what life in Meghalaya is. For a non-vegetarian, the options are unlimited. Overall, we do have a trip to Meghalaya in the month of February. The link is in the description. If you're interested, you can click on the link in the description. If you have any further queries about Meghalaya in the month of February, leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be more than happy to help. So till our next video about Meghalaya, stay happy, stay safe and stay blessed.